respect people's rights.
We're going to do the best to respect people's rights. There is no such a thing. Or you respect people's rights or you don't. There's no such a thing as, oh, I'm going to do the best. If you're law enforcement, if you're out there enforcing the law in the United States, or you do it or you don't do it, there is no such a thing yet. We're going to do the best. That's why we have the situation. I want to play it again.
I guarantee we're going to do the best to be professional, to respect people's rights.
We're going to do the best to respect people's right. We're going to do the best. He's saying like, we're going to try our best, but maybe it won't happen. I don't know. I find this so sad that that you deliver that message in that way. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 agents. Did I count it right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 agents surrounding one man. I have so many questions. He's already pulling the gun. First of all, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but why are you going to protest armed? You're already bringing the situation to a big question. You only bring your arm, like your gun, to protect yourself, right? That's the Constitution. You don't use a gun just to use it, just to show off. A gun is for protection, mainly. Why are you going to protest with a gun? Why? Especially because we know that the government is trying to hire as many officers to enforce immigration as they can, as quickly as they can. We know those guys are not going to be prepared, and you're going to protest armed. You're putting yourself at risk. And people are going to be, oh, it's your right. Yeah, it is your right. It's your constitutional right to have a gun. And I understand that. And you should exercise it wisely. And because things have consequences. And right here, we see one of those consequences. You're armed, protesting legally. You're exercising your right. But you have 8 agents surrounding you. And we know those guys are not prepared, are not well prepared. They're not well trained. Most of them know basics of the law. Basics. They don't know, don't understand, don't interpret the law in a wise way. Let's put it this way. And that's why I'm questioning. Why are you going to protest? I know it's your right. You can do it all day long. But you're putting lives at risk. Your life, other people's lives, because you are protesting armed. But if you want to do it, you do it. You're going to be surrounded by people that are supposed to enforce the law, but they barely know the law. So what can happen? One of those guys can just think that they are they have a threat. They're going to shoot at you. They are not trained. They are not well trained. This administration is not training them. They are hired basically to be there as a presence and try to forcefully do what they think is the law. So right here we have 8, 9 officers around this guy. And one is already pulling the gun because he saw the guy had a gun with him. And he shoots. Right here it's clear. That's not self-defense. Please help me out. Any judge out there or anybody that knows the law. It's not just because somebody has a gun. It puts you right away in self-defense state. I know the guy is not cooperating. Maybe, I don't know what's... I wasn't there. I can't judge in that matter. But he's not pulling the gun. He did not take his gun out. He did not point at anybody. You have 8, 9 agents, 10 agents around him. How is that self-defense? Like, please, somebody that knows. I studied law for like a couple of years, and I've never seen the law saying if you have multiple people around, you can just do whatever you want with a gun and think that you're self-defending. This is sad. We got to a point that untrained agents are out there they're thinking they're enforcing the law, but they don't even know what the law is. They're just told, go over there. If somebody doesn't cooperate, you have the right to take this person down. That's what he did right here, this guy. So it's very sad. There is no self-defense here. No judge in the world will consider this self-defense. You have majority of your people, like agents, taking this guy, holding him down. So this is not self-defense at all. If somebody has a better explanation of self-defense in this matter, that would be great, so I can understand better. I would like to understand. This is the moment the guy sees the gun, or somebody told him something. We can't hear anything. At least I can't hear anything. He noticed that the guy had a gun, but this guy right here is taking the gun from him, and his gun is on his... He did not take the gun, so I don't know why is this guy already pulling the gun. Probably like scared already of something happening. That's what I'm seeing right here. An unprepared armed agent already escalating and taking actions that shouldn't be taken in the first place. All of those guys, everybody here saw the same thing. He had a gun. Nobody pulled the gun. And you can see his fingers are ready to shoot. So, guys, what's going on here? I have so many questions. And here might have been accidental. What I'm thinking here, he was so in adrenaline, untrained, or people can think in a very bad way that this guy was already shooting because he wanted. I will start with the principle that nobody has that kind of mindset. I would start with the principle that this guy was not trained. and he accidentally, as his adrenaline, he's in a situation that his adrenaline kicked in. He accidentally shot the guy first, and after the first shot, those guys are already like, oop. Everybody here is already, oop. That's not self-defense. That's unprepared people out there with guns and enforcing what they don't even know, what they think is the law, but they don't even know what the law is. It's really sad that we got to this point. And who made this mistake? It's people out there saying that they should take anybody with them, sending those agents out there in the street. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now we have armed protesters in Minneapolis. We have people. The situation is just gonna escalate from here. This right here shows the agent was attacked. Another thing is protesters is also getting violent. It's just sad, guys. We have a situation that keeps escalating, and we have this guy Vance saying that he's gonna do his best to respect people's right. He's gonna do his best. There is no such a thing. Or you protect and respect people's right, or you don't. There is no middle ground. No such a thing. I'm gonna protect the law, and I'm not gonna. Oh, I'm gonna do the best to protect the law, which means that if you don't do the best, you're not protecting the law. It's just unbelievable. Like, we are living in a world that things are getting heated and complicated.